How I stopped being lazy. I always thought that I was a lazy person. I just procrastinate. I'm late all the time. I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I'm just lazy and weird. Like, I can't do work unless I'm forced to. Like, unless there's a deadline, I'm not doing it. If I don't want to do it, I don't do it. Especially if I don't have time. Until I stopped believing that. Number one, this is how I stopped being lazy. So first, I made it everything until it became nothing. I put notes on my wall to get up. I put notes saying my goals, my thoughts, my dreams, my to-do lists, affirmations, and more. Like way more, like a bunch of different stuff. Art, Jesus, a bunch of different stuff. Like that up there says, say get up. So I can get up when I'm in my bed. Wallpapers or motivational quotes on my phone and iPad. Like on my phone, it's like a text message that says, future self, what are you doing, bro, or something. And I look at that and I'm like, I'm working. Or if I'm procrastinating, I'm like, oh, I'm procrastinating. So it helps me like remember and get back on track. I quickly learned morning habits, like healthy ones, and morning affirmations to start my day. So when I get up, I do a quick prayer because like my brain is kind of like turned off a little bit, or like prayer, like a quick one. I'll be like, hey God, thank you for waking me up today. Everything will go my way today. Just simple things to make myself get up and get excited. Now obviously there's stuff that'll make you rush your morning or rush outside. That happened to me today. I rushed outside today and I didn't get any time to like do my morning affirmations. But every day I do them, and like there's some of them I do is like something amazing is going to happen to me today, or the night before I say something amazing is going to happen to me tomorrow. And I listen to like subliminals and stuff to help me with my mindset change. And I'm like, today's a good day. Today is a beautiful day. I get everything I want today. I am successful today. That type of stuff. In morning habits, I'd learned to say no to a lot of things because a lot of times when I wake up, I'm like, I don't really know what I'm gonna do. So then I go to the kitchen or I go on my phone. When you don't know what you're going to do, don't do the thing that your body like goes to first. If you're like a procrastinator, or if you're lazy, or if you're just not succeeding at things, learn where you go. Learn what you do when you don't know what you're going to do for the day, or learn the things that you do when you're bored. Be aware of the things that you do when you don't want to work, and don't do those things. Like my first thought, for an example, when I don't know what to do, I go to the kitchen or I go on my phone, or I just consume, or I just like talk and I overshare and I'm like, oh well, I should say this, I should say that. And it's like, girl. So once I realized the things that I would do when I was like either confused, didn't know what I was going to do for the day, or what I would do when I didn't want to work, I stopped doing those things. So instead of going to the kitchen or oversharing about my life or going to my phone, I don't do those things. That's it. Just say no to those things and do something else. Number 2, the power of the word no. Like starting my day off with going into the kitchen instead of like praying or reading, I pray and read. I think about the things that people usually do that are successful when they wake up. So some people are like, I go straight to my manifesting board. I go straight to my vision board. I read. I sit in silence. I meditate. I pray. Follow. Well, not all the time, and not like 100%, but are successful when they wake up. So some people are like, I go straight to my manifesting board. I go straight to my vision board. I read. I sit in silence. I meditate. I pray. Follow. Well, not all the time and not like 100%, but do those things that successful people do. Like if they're going to start off their day telling themselves what they're going to do today, that is something you have to do. A lot of successful people talk to themselves. Believe in the words that they believe. If you're in a household where you hear negative things a lot, you're the only person that is going to control what you hear. And if you hear negative things a lot, you're the one that's supposed to change that. If they will not listen to you and they will not hear you out when you say, like, maybe stop talking like that, you talk to yourself in the way that you want to be talked to. But that's another point. Personally, when I wake up, if I'm not rushing out the house or like, I don't know, doing something, I read or do whatever I want, whatever I feel like my heart wants to do. And for some people, that's go on their phone. But with me, I think I've, gotten to the point where I know that my body needs like a prayer, subliminals, affirmations, or writing my dream down immediately after I wake up. Maybe just sitting there for an hour. I don't know. Whatever I feel like I need to do, I do. If it's helpful, if it helps me, then I do it. If I want to draw, just something creative and something that will start your day with positivity, like affirmations and stuff. If I'm not ready for the day yet, then why would I go to the kitchen first instinct? And those little no's become big once they start helping you not waste time. So I realized with like my eating disorder, I would be like, oh, well, I'm eating fast food today, but I didn't yesterday. But yesterday I overate the healthy food, and the day before I had ice cream. But since it's fast food, it's labeled as something different, and I don't think those days count. The little no's become huge with like the way I look or the way I feel, and same with what you do when you wake up or what you do to not procrastinate and be lazy. For me, with my eating, I realized like I was like telling myself lies. I'd be like, oh, well, I just had fast food today, that's it. And then the next day I'd be like, oh, that's 2 days in a row. And then the next day I'll overeat something. Little no's become huge, guys. Little no's. I'm telling you, they become huge once you realize how much of an impact they have on your life. Like, I am doing this right now. I rearranged my room only because my lighting was bad, and I was like, I'm done giving you guys like half of this or half of that because I think that I can't do something. Thinking that you can't do something will stop you from so many things, so much greatness, and just little things that annoy you. Like when I was over here, my desk was over here, and you guys couldn't see that. I was like, I want you guys to see this. Like, this is like the cutest part of my room. And I couldn't like move my chair because my bed is right there. So I was like, I'm getting so annoyed, and my annoyance should make me move, should make me go somewhere, should make me do something good, not go to something that makes me feel like I'm being coddled, which could be an addiction to something. Do something better instead. So I rearranged my room for like 4 hours, and it is like 100 degrees outside, and I'm hot. So that's why my window's open if you guys like hear anything out there. Those little no's help you not waste time. And instead of just being like, no, I'll just sit here, I was like, no, I'm going to move my desk because I'm getting tired of this. And that's what I did. Like if I said no to going to the kitchen because I wasn't even awake yet, then why would I binge watch stuff on my phone? Or doom scroll, I mean. Like, if I say no to this, then why would I just go ahead and do this and go to another negative thing if I already said no? Like, say no to 2 things. Both of those things. Because your brain will go to whatever next that is comfortable. Because that no is making it uncomfortable, so it's like, make me have comfort. Don't comfort yourself if you're not doing anything, because nothing changes if you don't change. Like, nothing changes if nothing changes. Like, you have to say no to those things and say no to comfort until the uncomfortable becomes comfortable. I could be binge eating, I could be scrolling on my phone, I could be doing anything that I want to right now, but I'm doing this instead. Creative. It is work. It is uplifting. It's good. Like, why would I go on my phone and doom scroll instead of exercising and then going on my phone after? 5 hours on my phone or an hour and a half working out and then going on my phone 20 minutes after. Like, I could, no, actually, you can go on your phone while you work out. Like, we need to make things more productive. That is also a good way to help yourself. Instead, if you know that you won't be able to say no to something, make it productive. If you're gonna do it, make yourself do this while you do it, or make yourself hate it. Like, if I'm doom scrolling and something annoying happens, I'll stop doing it. Make yourself hate it. A lot of these things that I am, well, because some of these things that I am telling you guys is good, I have tried and it succeeded, but I chose to go back and I'm not doing. But I do know that it works. So I'm imperfect too. Like, I understand that, you know, it's easier said than done, obviously. Sorry guys, there's like screaming outside. But it's easier said than done. I understand the sadness and despair that comes with addictions. And that's why I'm telling you guys how to stop being lazy and how to stop going back to those things and be able to take your time and make it valuable and actually do stuff. Because a lot of us, I heard, well, when I say I heard, it's like on TikTok or Instagram, so, or other people, but still. On TikTok, I seen someone say, why do we think that God will give us another day? Like, why are we testing, well, not in like a sad way or a bad way, but like, we really are assuming that we deserve another entire 24 hours to procrastinate again and hope that the next day we'll do it. Why do we think we're so, like, we deserve it that much? Why do we think we're so, I don't know, why do we think that we deserve that? Like, you are wishing on a star, literally. Like, you are wishing on a pretty penny that you are going to wake up tomorrow. Everybody's tomorrow isn't promised. So why are we procrastinating? I feel like even if you're depressed, even if you're sad, even if you have problems, do something that you know you'll be proud of every single day. And that can be taking a shower. That can be saying something good about yourself in the mirror for once instead of something bad. That could be doing your hair, watering that plant. That could be, I don't know, buying an outfit for your dog. It can be so small or huge progress, like me editing a video within a day instead of like 8 months. But making sure you live your fullest every day. And a lot of you guys might be like, okay, sure, but living your fullest can look different to you than it does to your vision that you think that I'm talking about. Like, a lot of, like, when I hear that, I'm like, okay, but like, I have to go through this, I have to go through that. One of my biggest excuses to not living every day to my fullest was my environment. So today I changed it. So today I definitely made a big change, took a lot of stuff out, and now I have way more room because I kept using that as an excuse to not living every day to the fullest. And another thing, God will give you what you need and what you want when it's the right time for you. These past few videos, I've been wanting this background, like something cute, something like roomy. I've been wanting more room, more cleanliness, my own space. And 3 years ago I wanted a bed, and now I have one. I wanted that. Like, so many things I wanted, so many cute little things that I wanted. Like, I wanted you guys to see this side of my room so bad, but I think it's very convenient to have my art in the back and stuff. And then, you know, it feels like forever when you don't have it, but when you do, it feels like I'm glad that God gave me this when he did. And a lot of it is controlled by you. Like, I could have done this months ago. I could have done this a year ago. But the process wouldn't have been the same, and I didn't do it. So not everything you blame on God, even if it's good or bad. He will give you it when you are ready. And I'm saying this as someone that is desiring something that will be given to me, obviously, but I want something, and every couple of days, something happens. I can't really, here, let me explain it so you guys can understand it better. I want something that'll change my life, and I'm getting it, but every few days something happens to where I am reminded why I want this thing, because it is affecting my life in a way, and I take that as a blessing, and I take that as a reminder to keep going. So instead of bad things happening to me and giving up on my dreams, which of course my brain will be like, oh, maybe you shouldn't do, but then I switch back and I'm like, yes, I should. This is more confirmation. When something bad happens to me that kind of goes against what I want, that is confirmation that I will get it. It's like you have to make it make sense for you and your specific desires, but when something bad happens that kind of relates to what I want, I'm like, the universe is telling me yes. It like, and when I was a kid, I'd be like, God, please, like, I'm so tired of this happening. Why won't you just give me what I want already? Like, I'm going through hell, like this and that. But instead, I'm like, thank God that it wasn't worse. Thank you for listening to my prayer to protect me. And this happening is strengthening me to get off my lazy butt and actually do something about it instead of just praying. Like with manifesting and attracting things, you also have to work for it. Working as in saying an affirmation, changing the way that you perceive something or think of something, because I could have easily sat down and just been like, I give up. And that is laziness. Like, kind of. Instead of doing that, I switched my brain to see anything negative as confirmation of what I'm achieving, what I'm asking for, and positivity. Anything negative, it's positive. And that is another way I stop myself from giving up. You are not your behaviors. I wasn't comfortable with my behaviors and who I was as a person. I knew that I wasn't lazy. I was just making decisions that made me less productive and not as punctual as I could be. And those things aren't me. Those decisions, those chances that I didn't take, that's not me. That doesn't make me a lazy person. That doesn't make me a procrastinator. That doesn't make me anything that someone says. Like, oh, you're just lazy. Oh, you're just a late person. My decisions can define me in your point of view, but it's not me. And I want you guys to understand that your choices define you as a person to other people's point of view, but it doesn't have to for you. You can change within seconds. Like, you can change your behaviors as soon as you think you want to, as soon as you give yourself a reason, so they don't define you. But my discomfort made me think to put the two together. So instead of understanding that my decisions and me are different, that gap and trying to understand the both and trying to live and remind myself of those things every day, it's uncomfortable. It's annoying, especially if you don't understand it and you don't really have confirmation from other people, like them saying that they understand it. You kind of feel crazy, and you kind of feel like you're searching for something that isn't really near you. Like you're looking for a treasure map that's on a whole different other island, you know? I just felt like very uncomfortable within myself. So I just put the two together and I was just like, I'm just lazy. but doing that makes you feel comfortable with who you are, as if that's even you, instead of knowing that those are two different things and you can rise from those decisions you made instead of staying there and identifying yourself with a lazy person, or I'm this or I'm that. You need to go up here, girl. You need to go up here. But like, I didn't know who I was in between the gap of the two. And that's what a lot of you guys are doing now. A lot of you guys don't understand who you are and don't understand what to do next, or understand how that even relates to each other, or how it can be defined as something. You just know how it feels to be called something that you're not, or to think that maybe you could do better, but people are calling you lazy, so I guess I'm just lazy. And I'm doing things that a lazy person would do, so I'm lazy. There are lazy people. There are people that are comfortable with being lazy. They will be lazy and they won't stop because that's just who they are. Now, you can do lazy things, but you are not a lazy person. If you're uncomfortable with where you're at and you're uncomfortable with your decisions, that is confirmation, which I've said a lot in this video, but that is confirmation and like a sign and an answer at the same time that you are not what people think you are, and you are not your decisions. That's it for my notes, but I'll continue talking about like other things. But back to what I was talking about with like taking negative things as positive things, that is my number one thing that I will tell people to do, is to take negative things as a sign. Bad things are the things that will push me to success more than anything, really. Like, I can do signs, I can do like, oh, this is gonna happen. If I see this God, then that means this is gonna happen. Then I see it and I'm like, oh, that's cute, but I forget it. Trauma, you remember. You remember what makes you feel an intense emotion. And negative things are more intense than positive things, for me and for a lot of people. So when something makes you scared, when something makes you think about like, what is that person doing? What do I do? How do I get out of this? What is this telling me? And doubting this person, doubting yourself, all of those emotions will make you remember it. And remembering those things can either take you here or bring you up here. It's your decision. Like, you're right here. You can do either things. You can go down here and be like, oh, this is so sad. I'm so mad that this happened. Why do I deserve this? God, why aren't you helping me? Why am I not out of this? And you can stay here, because that is being comfortable. Being upset by something and not doing anything about it is being comfortable about it. Because I can say all day that people choose to stay where they're at, and you'll be like, I'm not choosing to be here. Like, this sucks. I'm working every day. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But do you believe that you deserve greatness? Do you believe that you deserve anything more or anything that you want? Without belief and without being certain, even just a tiny bit, that you deserve better, you aren't doing anything. You can work day and night and get nowhere and still complain about your life and saying, oh, why did God do this to me? Nothing changes if nothing changes. Why do you think you're still there? You're not trying anything new. Try something new. And a lot of people will be like, oh, well, I'm tired after work. Everybody's tired. I understand. Someone that I know, I'll be like, you should do this for your health and this for your health. They say, I'm tired then and I'm tired that where I am now. And I'm like, then stop complaining. If you can't do anything about it, and if your job won't allow you to do something about it, stop complaining and just accept that you will not change. Because if you don't try to do anything and you're just going to be like, oh, I'm tired, and you're not going to try to do anything, then nothing will change. Like, I could work all day, edit all day, and post and feel like crap because I did that all day. Now, if I do editing here and there within the day, affirmations, the Bible, and I read, and I am halfway done, I'll feel more productive, better, and less tired throughout the day because I chose to do productive things and things that will evolve me as a person. That is what I'm trying to get at. So that could be what you do to get here, is try different things, be productive with your day, go back to things that you cherished as a child. I personally liked fashion. I loved movies. I loved singing. I loved The Wizard of Oz, musicals and stuff, and art, and a bunch of other stuff. And I loved fall and Halloween. Those are things that I liked, and Valentine's Day. So I write those things down, and I figure out how to get back to those things, back to the love that I had, like tea parties. Oh, I love tea parties. Anything that will get me back to my childlike self, like Hello Kitty, that's one thing. I try and do. Like, this is a room back here that is so childlike me. Little me would love this hair. Little me would love my septum, my makeup, everything. And happiness is the key to success. Being happy with what you do and showing people that you cherish what you do and that it's valuable and that is worthy of being happy for will make you reach more success than a lot of things. Even with the haters. The haters will comment and you'll get money from that comment. Like, again, nothing changes if nothing changes. And you can only use so many excuses a day. For real. Until you have to realize, like, I am a chud. Like, I need to get up and do something about my life. And thinking about positive things within a negative thing, like, anytime that something bad happens, I look for signs within what people say, what people do, and I find so many that me and God know. Like, for an example, if I say, Lord, give me a sign, and I hear two people arguing and they're like, you won't like pick up that sign that's on the floor, or you won't give me a sign that you love me or something. And I'm like, why are they speaking my language? Like, why are they saying the words that I asked for? It's really cool. Or I end up saying it. Like, I end up praying, I end up, programming my mind into not being upset about something. Well, while I'm upset about something, I'll, go through that sadness, go through crying, while saying affirmations like, this will only lead to success and achievement for me. This is a sign. And I ended up saying, this is a sign. This is the sign that God was trying to show me. And I was like, wait, are you speaking through me right now? But all those things work so well in my life, and I pray that it works for you. I love you guys, and I pray that this helped you. If you want to give me any video ideas, comment them down. If you want me to be specific about anything in this video that'll help you, comment them down. If you want to vent, everyone needs someone to talk to sometimes. Comment down, like, and subscribe, guys. I love you. Bye. I do anything to stay positive and to remind myself of these things. Like, I got crystals in my bra. But I be smelling lavender scents to calm me down. Like, you can do anything to change. You can do anything to evolve your life. Just do something. Anything. Like, even if it seems goofy, if you read about it, if you hear it and it doesn't harm anybody or yourself, do it. Protect your energy, of course, but I charge them in the sun, if that's even how you do it. Yeah.